the vast, untamed wilderness, a solitary bison roams, its massive frame casting a shadow over the sun-drenched grasslands. But this majestic creature carries a dark secret, a horrific wound that tells a tale of nature's brutal reality. Nestled deep within its thick fur is a wasp nest, a grotesque sight that evokes both horror and fascination. The bison, once a symbol of strength and resilience, now bears the scars of an infestation that has turned its life into a living nightmare. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with the unsettling image of wasps buzzing in and out of the gaping wound, their relentless stings a constant reminder of the battle between survival and suffering. Wasp infestations in animals like this bison are not merely a freak occurrence. They are a chilling testament to the harshness of the natural world. Wasps, with their sharp stingers and aggressive nature, can invade the bodies of unsuspecting creatures, laying their eggs in open wounds. As the larvae hatch, they feast on the host's flesh, creating a grotesque symbiosis that is as fascinating as it is repulsive. The bison, unable to escape the torment, becomes a living buffet for these voracious insects, its body a canvas of suffering painted with the strokes of nature's cruelty. This dark dance of life and death raises unsettling questions about the balance of ecosystems. While the bison suffers, the wasps thrive, a stark reminder of the relentless cycle of life that often favors the predator over the prey. In this brutal reality, one cannot help but reflect on humanity's role in the natural world. We too are part of this intricate web, often oblivious to the suffering we cause, whether through habitat destruction or climate change. As we in the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grasses sway gently in the breeze, a chilling tale unfolds, a tale that intertwines the beauty of nature with the grotesque realities of survival. Picture a leopard, a creature of grace and power, now marred by a horrific wound. This is no ordinary injury. It is the result of a beehive infestation that has transformed this majestic predator into a walking testament to nature's darker side. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with the unsettling sight of the leopard's once pristine fur, now matted and stained, a gruesome patchwork of angry red and yellow, where the bees have taken up residence in the very skin of this magnificent beast. The sight is both shocking and captivating, drawing us into a narrative that begs for understanding. How did this happen, Warden? What forces of nature converge to create such a macabre scene? As we delve deeper, we discover that the leopard, perhaps in pursuit of prey or merely exploring its territory, stumbled into the wrong place at the wrong time. The bees, fiercely protective of their hive, unleashed a swarm that overwhelmed the feline. In a desperate attempt to escape, the leopard sustained injuries, its skin torn and exposed, becoming a breeding ground for the very insects that sought to defend their home. The bees, with their relentless stings, have not only inflicted pain, but have also established a colony within the wounds, creating a grotesque symbiosis that is both fascinating and repulsive. The infection festers, the skin becomes necrotic, and the once proud hunter is reduced to a pitiful creature, struggling against the very forces of nature that once crowned it king of the savanna. This infestation is not merely a tragic accident. It is a stark reminder of the intricate and often brutal relationships that exist in the wild. The bees, misunderstood and often maligned, are simply acting on instinct, defending their hive with fervor. Yet, in doing so, they have transformed the leopard into a canvas of suffering, illustrating the harsh realities of life in the animal kingdom. The viewer is left to ponder the balance of nature, the delicate interplay between predator and prey, and the sometimes grotesque outcomes of survival. As we continue to observe, we learn that the bees, in their relentless pursuit of protection, have created a thriving colony within the leopard's wounds. The larvae feed on the decaying flesh, a gruesome feast that speaks to the cycle of life and death. The camera captures the unsettling dance of bees as they fled in and out of the wound, a macabre ballet that highlights the duality of nature's design, beauty intertwined with horror. The leopard, weakened and in agony, becomes a living ecosystem, a tragic host to a swarm that knows no mercy. In this dark narrative, we must confront the ethical implications of human intervention in the natural world. As we encroach upon the habitats of wild animals, we disrupt their lives and inadvertently set the stage for such horrific encounters. The leopard, once a symbol of strength, now serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that our actions have consequences that ripple through the ecosystem. We are left to grapple with the moral dilemma in our quest to coexist with nature. Are we inadvertently creating monsters of our own making? As the documentary draws to a close, we can't help but find a sliver of dark humor in this tragic tale. Imagine the leopard, once the embodiment of ferocity, now forced to share its territory with a swarm of buzzing bees. One can almost picture it, trying to maintain its dignity while swatting at the very insects that have turned its life into a living nightmare. In the end, we are reminded that nature, with all its beauty and brutality, continues to unfold in ways that challenge our perceptions and provoke our thoughts. The leopard, with its horrific beehive wound, stands as a testament to the complexities of life, where the line between predator and prey blurs, and where even the fiercest can become a victim of circumstance. In the dim light of a secluded barn, a startling sight unfolds. A magnificent white horse, its coat gleaming like freshly fallen snow, is marred by a grotesque wound. This is not just any injury, it is a horrific barnacle infestation, a stark reminder of nature's unyielding grip on life. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is drawn into the chilling reality of this equine tragedy. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous creatures that cling to ships and rocks, have found a new host in the soft flesh of this noble beast. Their hard, calcified shells protrude from the horse's skin like sinister barnacle-covered spikes, an unsettling juxtaposition to its graceful form. The horse, once a symbol of beauty and freedom, now bears the scars of an uninvited invasion, a dark testament to the relentless cycle of life and decay. Barnacle infestation, scientifically known as surreptiosis, occurs when these crustaceans latch onto a host, often leading to severe consequences. In this case, the horse has become a breeding ground for these marine parasites, which thrive in moist environments. The barnacle, in the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grasses sway gently in the breeze, a haunting spectacle unfolds. A cheetah, the embodiment of grace and speed, lies motionless, its sleek body marred by a horrific sight, a grotesque barnacle wound festering on its flank. These tiny crustacean invaders, typically associated with the ocean's depths, have found a most unexpected host in this majestic feline. As we delve into this chilling tableau, we confront the unsettling reality of nature's cruel designs. What drives these barnacles to attach themselves to such a creature? Their insatiable hunger for a living surface leads them to latch onto the unsuspecting cheetah, creating a macabre symbiosis that speaks volumes about the darker side of life in the wild. Barnacle infestation in terrestrial animals, while rare, serves as a disturbing reminder of nature's unpredictability. These marine parasites, usually content to cling to rocks and ships, can lay their eggs in the moist environments of a cheetah's skin, especially when the animal suffers from wounds or weakened immunity. The barnacles, with their hard shell-like exterior, begin to burrow into the flesh, feeding on the nutrients and blood of their host. As they multiply, they create a grotesque landscape of white and gray, a stark contrast to the vibrant coat of the cheetah. The wound becomes a festering mass, a gruesome reminder of the intersection between life and death, beauty and horror. The cheetah, once the swiftest predator on the plains, now becomes a victim